What is goody perps? It is my 7-year lociversary. I don't know the exact day of it, but I think it was either on or somewhere around February 7th, so I've just given the date of February 7th. So it has been 7 years, ladies and gentlemen, and I am still more in love with my locks than I have ever been. I don't even know where to get started. So what are some things that took place between last year's update and this year's update? One main thing is that I was experiencing a lot of breakage going into year 6. But throughout year 6 going into 7, there has been less breakage, thankfully. So most of the ends, I mean all of the ends, well, most of the ends are bleached, the ones that haven't fallen off yet. And I guess whatever ones were weak and were not going to survive the journey, they've pretty much all fallen off. One piece did fall off like my last wash day, which was 2 weeks ago. But before that, it's been like months since I lost any. I was losing a lot like around the actual year 6 mark, and it just kind of just like died off towards the end going into year 7. So this is where we're at. So I'm not experiencing as much breakage as I was before, which is good. There is still some baby locks in here. There's a baby lock right here, and it's still growing. It's finally locking because it was taking absolutely forever to lock up. But it's still not completely locked, but it's getting there. If I'm not paying attention, this thing is just like sticking up like I went into my coworker's office the other day and I'm talking to her for like a good 10 minutes, and then I go back to my office, but on my way back to the office, like I stop at the bathroom and my hair is just like, I'm like, was I really talking to her like this the whole time? I was. Ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to her with my little baby dreadlocks sticking up in the air like a crazy woman. As far as my routine goes, I retwist my hair every 4 to 6 weeks. I still wash it every 2 weeks religiously. Every 2 weeks I wash it, and when I haven't sat down and did just a retwist recently. Every time I do a retwist, I'm also curling at the same time. The last time I did that, I think I only did that twice, probably twice this past year. I just did a regular retwist with no curling involved at the same time. But it doesn't make sense for me to do that, just retwist the hair and then the next day curl it. Why can't I just do it all at the same time? It takes a longer time, but it doesn't make sense to do that and then go back and do the other thing. It's just it's whatever. As far as the products and stuff I'm using on my hair, I'm very minimalistic. I am only putting water and oil, and that's water and black castor oil, the oil to seal in the moisture. And I only shampoo my hair, and I do that with the Palmer's, so nothing has changed as far as the shampoo goes. For the conditioner, I used it maybe twice probably in this past year from year 6 into year 7, so that's not a thing that I do very often. For the apple cider vinegar rinses, the ACV rinses, I do that maybe 3 to 4 times a year, and I haven't been really needing to do it as often just because I'm not really putting anything in my hair except for water and oil, and occasionally I would put the mousse when I'm curling my hair, but that's not very often. I really don't do much to my hair anymore. And I remember when I was really starting into the lock journey, and I remember hearing people say that in the beginning they were just doing everything. They were going out there putting everything into their hair, they're putting everything, and they were just doing so many processes, and then years down the line they just started getting more simple. I understand what they mean now. At some point, I don't know if it's just like you're just kind of tired, getting tired of putting all the extra effort into it, or you just realize that your hair actually doesn't need that much. But that's basically where I'm at right now. I don't do much to my hair. I still love my curls. So every 2 weeks, I wash my hair. I curl it and retwist it at the same time. Not every 2 weeks, but retwisting like every 4 to 6 weeks. Water and oil, shampoo, bam. Although caring for the hair is a simple process, washing the hair is a process. Okay, it does become more and more and more process every year. On average, for me to go through the whole process, like if I'm doing like the ACV rinse, the shampooing, the curling of the hair, the drying of the hair, it takes me the whole weekend. I start Friday night and sometimes I don't finish until like early Monday morning, meaning like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning after my hair is dry and I'm taking out the curls. So let me tell you why it takes so long, okay? So although I do little to the hair, it takes a lot longer for the stuff. But just because my hair is like so much longer and it requires more time, okay? So if I'm doing the full hair routine, and I'm probably gonna have an updated one soon, although it's not much different from the other ones in the past. If I'm doing it the whole routine, the first thing that I have to do starting Friday night is brushing my locks. So I brush my locks, brush, 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 brush. I brush all the dreadlocks. That takes me about an hour and I still don't have all the lint and pet fur out of it, but I do as much as I can. Then I go in for the ACV rinse. So I do the ACV rinse and I get maybe, I'm lazy now. I used to do like 3 rinses, but now sometimes I only do like 1 rinse. And after that, I would probably call it a day, night, whatever. And then the next day, I'd wash my hair. So I'd wash it and just shampooing it, setting it up and everything, doing multiple rinses and stuff. That takes me about 25 minutes to do all of that, and then I have to put conditioner and everything in. So that's just, this is a full routine. I put the conditioner in, so that can take like between 20 and 30 minutes depending on like how I'm feeling that day, if I really feel like going all out and doing stuff. Then I have to get out of the shower and I put on my microfiber towel, and it's such a hassle. It's such a hassle getting out of the shower after shampooing my hair, because like the water is like everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you what happened the last time I washed it. Some things, some electrical equipment, it didn't survive. But I have to, there's water everywhere. My head feels so heavy. There's water dripping down my back and my arms, and I just feel so cold. It's so depressing. Like, it's a really dark time for me on wash days sometimes. After I put on the microfiber towel, I keep that on for like an hour or two to get as much moisture and everything out of it. And then I go, that could be like Saturday, and then like if I'm doing like the retwist before the curls, then I would retwist the hair, sleep in it with all the clips and stuff. And then on Sunday I start curling it. I have to mousse it up. It takes like 3.5 hours to get the curlers in. I used to put on the dryer at some point for 45 minutes. That stopped working as my hair grew. I started doing it for an hour. That stopped working after a while. So now it's between like an hour, 15 minutes to an hour and a half that I would have to leave the dryer on. And then even after all that's done, it's still not completely dry, so I have to wear the curlers around for a couple of hours to make sure my hair is like dry, like air dry, after I take off the hair dryer. And then I start taking out, usually by that time, you know, the whole day is finished, I start taking out the curlers and stuff, which is usually around 1, 2 o'clock Monday morning. So that whole process of the whole wash day weekend is like from Friday night all the way to early Monday morning, which if you don't care to curl your hair and stuff like the way I do, then that's not going to be an issue for you. But I always have to curl my hair, so if you guys are looking into getting dreadlocks and you are planning on growing your hair long, these are some of the complications you might have to go into. But you know what? It's all worth it in the end because I love my hair. Anything else? I don't plan on coloring my hair. I was about to color my hair again, not with bleach, but just like more black, especially towards the end where those old bleach things and it's like looking brown and everything on the end. I was going to do it the last wash day, but after I started washing it and I lost that big chunk of hair, I was like, no, don't do it. Don't put any more chemicals in your hair, okay? Just stop, just stop. That was like all I needed. I just didn't do it. And yeah, all of that stuff. So yeah, no, none of that. Anything else I have to share? As far as my hair jewelry and everything goes, I'm still using my regular silver hair jewelry and like all of the little pieces. And I've been considering probably putting like bangs in my hair. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I'll probably have to experiment with like some faux ones first before I make that decision. It's not gonna look like this. And I want to experiment with more styles. Like I want to do like lock petals and stuff, not like those big intricate styles that like people are like doing. Like I don't like those kind of things, but I do want to experiment with lock petals and stuff. And I was going to do a length check, but my camera is dying now, so I don't think I'll have time. But here is my shirt over here and my measuring tape. So I guess I'll probably have to do that in the next video for the length check. But I can show you what my hair is looking like right now. So I do plan on washing it tomorrow and curling it. I'm not retwisting. It's not a retwisting weekend, but I will be curling it tomorrow. And I still love my locks. I love it more than anything. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. Oh, I haven't been strict on like how I sleep with it. I don't sleep with a satin bonnet or anything. I usually just put it up like this. I usually put it up like this in a pineapple and just sleep like this. This is the best way to sleep. Sleeping with a hair bonnet is not that comfortable anymore, and to be honest with you, a lot of the hair bonnets don't even fit my hair anymore, so it's like whatever. And I don't sleep on a satin pillowcase because I find them actually uncomfortable. They're regular cloth ones. So yeah, so I will give you an idea of how long my hair has gotten. I just measured it right now. The longest piece this is the longest piece, guys. You can't even see that, but it is all the way down. It's past my hips. It's at the crack. So I'm gonna give like the actual numbers. So I'm gonna give like the actual numbers and everything of my hair in my next video, so look out for that. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions regarding my 7-year lock journey or anything, please leave them down below, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, perps.